Alright, we're going to do something funny with this old body today because I figured out that thanks to Dana, who got one of these Bondic Pens and showed it off, I'm going to start doing a little bit of Lexan repair on this old Cherokee lid here. So, Terra Graphics is getting a new lid for her Jeep, and this one has been through several different SCX chassis, I think. It's got so many holes on it up here. In the front, it's got a whole bunch of great big body mount holes in the back. You can see them there. And they're all split and cracked out. And the body's had a rough life. It's been well used. And now it's time to do a little bit of repair work on it. So we're going to try to save this as just a daily driver kind of body. And I think it's got enough life left in it. And there's accessories on it. It still fits on the truck nice. But with all the holes so bad, kind of don't want to make use of it. So we decided we're going to switch it to magnet mounting. That's one of my personal favorite things. And to do that and make this body kind of clean up a little bit, we decided we would fill in the Lexan problems with this Bondic pen. And this is the coolest thing I think I've seen in a long time. It's basically it's a plastic kind of a gel that sits in the end of the pen, and then this end has a battery and a UV LED light, and the UV from the light cures the plastic and creates a solid product. So this is the coolest thing. I want to show you actually how the whole process. So here's some results. You can see in the front end here there was a whole bunch of holes. Big hole there, another one there, another one there, there, and I agree the body's been scratched up quite a bit during its day. But this is actually a solid plastic body now. So, you know, where the hole was here, it's now solid plastic. And then, of course, I sprayed the black Lexan paint on the inside, you can see it there, to cover up the new Bondic plastic that we used to fill in the holes. And the body actually looks way better than having all these gigantic holes in it. With a little bit of scuffing and dirt on it like it has on some of the other components of the body, then you won't even notice. So that stuff's amazing. It's really, really cool. This is how we did it. Got some packing tape. Packing tape is kind of fantastic for this kind of work because the finish on the tape is really smooth. And so what we're doing is just putting the tape on top of the crack and the hole. I want you to see here. There we go. So here's a piece of the roof that's got a whole bunch of big spider cracks on it from this body mount hole, and we've covered it with this tape. That's it. We just covered it, smoothed it on, make it nice and tight so it's clean, it's smooth on top, it's tight, there's no like sagging in the hole. And then we're going to fill the hole on the inside with the Bondic pen. So, let me get the pen out. Basically, the way that this thing is made, you just have to pull the lid off the end here. And there's a pen, there's like a gel applicator inside. And this is what you use to just sort of write on whatever you're doing. And then you can cure it. And because it's kind of like a gel, it's not really liquidy per se. It's definitely more gel than liquid. So I'm going to squirt it on. It kind of comes out in like a little drop. You can see it there. It's kind of a gooey little drop. So I'm going to put some on the tape and go around the hole in a circle like this so that I actually get it on top of the Lexan. And you keep squishing it and go around and around until you fill it in. And then I'm going to go up and down the spider cracks here on the body like that. You see what I did there? I just sort of filled it in. I just put the clear gel all over it. I'm going to do this side as well. There's a couple of really big cracks on this side here, so let me get these filled in. Some really big cracks here. And the Bondic gel is just sort of runny enough to kind of smooth itself over and soak in a little bit, but it won't be able to get through the seal from the clear tape on the other side. So we'll go in a circle to keep the air bubbles out. There you go. So if I was to stand this up now, it would probably kind of start to ooze out. So without doing that, I'm going to put the cap back on my applicator here, and then we're going to turn on the light. This is a UV light that has sort of a blue tint to it. See that? It's kind of a purpley blue, and I'm just going to aim it at this glue here and go over the glue back and forth, make sure I get it all. And if you have a little concentration of glue in one area, like kind of like a hole like in the Lexan, it'll actually produce this a little sort of flash of heat. You might even see a little puff of smoke come off of it when the Bondic gel is curing. And that's it. You just kind of go over it a little bit, and that's it, because it's UV cured. So I mean, there's either UV or there isn't. I'm going to shut that off, and there we go. I'm done. That doesn't seem to make any sense, but it's true. So we're finished with the job. I can take the tape off the back of the roof line here. Let me try to get underneath this packing tape. We'll pull that off, and I mean, you know that was gel just seconds ago, so that's gone. Get that off my finger. We'll take this piece off here, just like that. Look at that. Now you can see by the reflection shining off of that hole from the studio lights that there's actually material in the hole now. You know, it's there. And the cracks are all filled in. We've got that Bondic gel all over the place in there, and all it needs now is a little shot of black paint like what we did in the front to give it the color again, and these holes will totally disappear. I mean, they're dry and everything. There's nothing there. There's nothing there except just new plastic where there used to be nothing, and that's it. That's it. That's the whole job. It's that easy. So I'm just going to shoot this with a tiny little bit of black paint here to get the color on it, and that's it. We're done. The cool thing about these Bondic pens is that you can get all the replacement parts for these. The company services them really well. You can buy the new refill cartridges. You can get different types of lighting. You can get a clip that goes on here so that you can keep the pen and the light separately. The gel remains in a gel state for a really long time before it gets UV, so you can actually do a whole bunch of stuff at the same time. You can glue in a whole bunch of LEDs or light buckets or whatever, and then go over it with the light all at the end. This is a really fantastic product. If you guys can find these on sale every now and then, they come in this great little metal case. And I highly recommend you grab one of these and keep it in your hobby box. You can do an enormous amount of RC awesomeness with one of these Bondic pens. Go have a look.